Perky Planes and RC here, operating at 2.4 gigahertz, and got my good old Cloud Ranger horizontal stabilizer and elevator here. And I want to kind of share this little experience because I think it's just kind of funny, and a little look into how I'm doing with the model. Get back in focus there. So anyways, I got this piece out just to kind of demonstrate something, and I posted this on social media and said that that I think this is one part of doing balsa building, model building, that I absolutely hate. And I don't know if I just hate it just because of the Cloud Ranger, or if I'm just going to hate it for all other balsa models out there that I build. It's probably more specific to the Cloud Ranger. I'm talking about cutting hinge slots for the hinges for your control surfaces, so they can actually move and stuff. And the reason for the Cloud Ranger especially is because of how thin I've got to work with here. So you can see I've already got some of the slots already cut. Now, I know some people are like, "Oh, you should cut your hinges before you cover it." I've kind of learned that over time. So we'll do it for next time. Actually, I've already got the ailerons hinges cut. I'm just working on the tail section now. But yeah, cutting hinge slots, absolute pain in the rear, especially on this one where you have such a small area to work with. And when I posted it on social media, they were like, "Oh, well, something that small, you can go ahead and just use fabric hinges or covering hinges, or just some of these real super like paper thin hinges, basically." And I didn't know about those. Like I said, I'm still kind of new to this, so I just assumed you could use like just normal ball hinges or CA hinges or something like that. Well, I'm using these little guys right here. Let's see if they come into focus a little bit there. Yeah, I'm using these little guys right here for hinges on the Cloud Ranger. And they're working out okay. But again, it is a very thin area that I have to cut. In fact, let me get my caliper out here and we'll show you just how these things are. Okay. So, try and do this one-handed. There we go. So 0.14 inches. That's what I have to kind of work with. Not a lot of space, and what I do have to cut, there's a lot of possibility for error. And what I mean by that is you could easily try to cut through this and actually puncture through to these other sides here. Now, what I've been using to try and do this, I've been using the good old handy X-Acto knife. I've tried my Dremel a little bit to kind of help cut the slots for that. And of course, I have used the good old DuBro tools for cutting hinges, and they've worked pretty well as well. But believe it or not, I mean, I've used kind of a combination of all these tools to sort of accomplish this. But I'll tell you right now, I think what's really worked best is this right here. The good old cordless drill, and I think that's a 1/16 bit is what I've been using, and I've just been as super careful as I can to actually cut the slots out, and believe it or not, I've been very successful with that. I find it kind of funny too that in my last video I was talking about the beaver and how I had actually carelessly stored the thing and caused some punctures in the wings. And then here I am doing this, which is like super meticulous and like careful work to not go through the other side. And I've been fairly successful for the most part. I mean every now and then I might see a little, that might be part of that right there, where it might kind of come through a little bit. But I think for the most part it could have been a lot worse. What you see there. I've done the stabilizer side of things. I've pretty much got finished, I think. I just need to work more on the actual elevator and get those cut. I've got them sort of started. But yeah, believe it or not, I've been using the 1/16 drill bit and having some success with that. So it's kind of funny. So, but anyways, just thought I would share that. So what do you get from this video? Hopefully some helpful tools on cutting small hinge slots. And number 2, how much I hate cutting hinges. So it is what it is. So anyways, about got this guy finished. I can start getting it together. And then I got to do the rudder. And then of course just some other basic things. I still got to finish covering the fuselage as well on the Cloud Ranger. So, but anyways, just thought I would share that little interesting piece here of how I'm cutting these hinge slots on this thing. And I guess next time if I deal with a super small model, I'll try some of these other options as far as cutting it. Here, I'll do this one right here just as a demonstration. No, actually, I'll change it up. I was running out of room there. We'll do this one. Oop. But yeah, you can see there, even with just a little bit on the video, I didn't cut through or anything. I'm just being very careful and just doing it. And then I'll take my my DuBro tools here and help kind of clear out the hole a little bit, get some of that wood out of there. But that's how I've been doing it. All right, guys. Well, that's all for me on this video. For those that are getting into doing hinge slots and stuff, or I do recommend getting these DuBro tools. No, they're not paying me to do this. But there's about, I think, 2 or 3 more of these different size cutters here, and they also come with this cool they call it like a parallelogram thing that you can basically move this to your hinge and then use your cutters to get in that slot there to get the hinge and cut it out more and stuff. So pretty handy tools. Well, I have used it a little bit too on this. So, but anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.